Yeah, hello everyone. Good morning from here. Welcome back to Chelsea FC Jingles. It's a beautiful day so far. It's always a pleasure to be back here. This is our final match preview, sorry, for this season. We have one more match review for the Premier League. Which will come up tomorrow after the Chelsea versus AFC Bournemouth game. So today is the last match preview for the Premier League. We give thanks to the Almighty God for keeping us alive to be here and to be able to wrap up what we started. It's been quite a long season of 35 matches in all. 36 matches in all. Yeah, so it's always a privilege, to you start something and you are still there to see the end of it. It's some people want to experience that, but for one reason or the other, they could not. So when you have the privilege, you have to be very thankful and grateful. We are here to preview the Chelsea versus Bournemouth game coming up tomorrow. All the matches are coming up tomorrow, same time as usual. Our referee is expected to be Anthony Taylor. Yeah, I'm wondering why they're giving us Anthony Taylor. Why is Anthony Taylor not going to ref the Arsenal or Man City match? Those are the guys in contention to win the title. But either Anthony Taylor or not, we we are not moved. I'm full of hopes that would win that match by God's grace. We should we need to win it, and in case Tottenham sleeps, in case they sleep, and then we have fifth position, which will guarantee our um it will guarantee our European spots. We need to we need to be very very certain that we're going into Europe, because if we finish sixth, then it will depend on Man City winning the FA Cup. Though either ways we made it to Europe already. The Conference League is the other alternative, but if you've been following me consistently, I've never been a fan of Chelsea going to play Conference League. In fact, I would, of course, UEFA is more prestigious, but in the absence of UEFA, I would even rather not even play anything than to play the Conference League. Reason is because some people say, "Oh, Chelsea has to go win the Conference League to be sure that they won all the European tournaments." But we are two times Champions League, two times champions of Europe, about 3 or 4 times UEFA Cup winners, 2 times Super Cup winners. So we Conference League is not for us at all. Yeah. So for the match tomorrow, we are expecting the same formation that we've been used to, same one that we've always been playing, and that's the 4-3-2-1, 4-2-3-1. Sorry, 4-2-3-1 formation. Yeah, and that's what we expect that we're gonna play. So today, after the preview, we'll review other things, such as the Cole Palmer's Award, Pochettino's press conference, and then Chelsea news as it's may applies. Hey, big up Coachella. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming around. Let me share the link in case you are able to. you just had about 3 hour show. Thank you for thank you for your encouragement and support. Yeah, yeah. He just Chelsea perspective. We just had a very fantastic show. Very concise and detailed panelists who treated Chelsea issues today. And thank you for coming around Chelsea, Coachella of Chelsea Perspective, founder of Chelsea Perspective. So, so today we'll start with reviewing the press conference. The press conference yesterday, I highlighted some points there from Mauricio Pochettino. He was asked if he wanted Tottenham to lose. Okay, all right. Thank you, Coachella. Okay, in the kitchen right now. Yeah, well done, sir. Yeah, and greetings to baby girl and madam. Yeah, yeah, we'll send our greetings. Yeah, well done. Thank you so much, coach. Yeah. So said they were asking if he wanted Spurs to lose because if Spurs lose tomorrow, it would be a great advantage to Chelsea. But the coach said no, that he doesn't wish Spurs to lose. I like the way he answered that question. He doesn't wish. He said he doesn't wish any opponents to lose their games. That what he believes is just his own team to do their best by winning. Um, if they win their game, they'll be all right. So I'm happy he didn't say he wants Spurs to lose, even though we do. But not good for him as his former Spurs manager. So he would have lost his respect. Yeah, and he talked about the fact that he's always been misunderstood during most when he says a lot of things. So he exhibited the fact that he was being careful and trying to watch what he would say. Yeah, so trying to watch what he would say. So I like the fact that he's been very careful. Yeah, so right now, uh, they also ask him about his relationship with the owners and all that. And his major point was that as a coach, he needs the owners backing because they are the boss. Yeah, and that's very true. Sometimes, no matter how the fans like you as a coach, some owners can still go ahead and fire a coach. Either the owners like him or not, they would. There are some owners that do that. So as much as you need the owners back or the fans backing, you also need the owners support as well. So and then he said he's committed to 200%, 200% committed to deliver in Chelsea. Yeah, you would see initially at some point it felt like, oh, this guy is tired of the job. He wants to get fired. Yeah, yeah. Coach said he has changed tone. Yeah, he changed tone. Yeah, yeah. And I think I like the way his wife encourages him though, because he always say a lot of things. And like sometimes when he gets back home, his wife would make him look at those things on the TV again, and then he will realize that what they think it to be is actually not what he was saying. But I think I will agree with you, Coach, that he changed tone because those things were just very direct. That you don't need an interpreter to really explain what it looks like. So he most of the time will just come and say something, and then the next time he's saying, "Okay, I didn't mean it that way." So, but he said he's 200% committed to delivering at Chelsea, and I hope he's able to do excellently well next season and even get the remaining 1 year on his contract triggered. Some people have been obsessed now with the fact that Tuku is going to be available. We'll talk about that later, but I think we should focus on Poch for now. Give him all the support. He's only lost 3 games since December, Chelsea has only lost 3 games to December. At the top of my head, I can remember we lost to Arsenal, we lost to Man City. In all competitions, we've lost 3 games. Arsenal, Man City, I can't remember the third one. And then we've picked more points than every team in the Premier League, with the exception of Arsenal and Man City. So that's in the second half of the season. So that's a very, very good improvement from where we are coming from. And we can only hope it's going to get better with a lot of players returning. With the summer window coming, we can strengthen ourselves as well, and then and come out better. So yeah, he's I think he will eventually stay, and I believe next season we'll be doing better. On Chelsea perspective this morning, Coachella, I heard you talking about if Pochettino, um, you were saying something about if Pochettino was going to stay. Sorry, if uh, if top four, if top four will be good enough for next season. Yeah, I think like you said, it will be good to challenge for the title. That's actually very correct. I think we are good enough to challenge for the title next season. Not to say we're going to win it, but yeah, if we challenge for the title, like you said, we'll be able to maybe land. Arsenal has been chasing the title. They do some bottle jobs. Now they're on second, which is really good. So gunning for the top would be a very good idea, instead of chasing another top four, and then you now find yourself having to qualify for fourth position at the mercy of others. So that shows that if we had been very serious from beginning, we could have been able to finish top four. That's what it shows now with late minute seriousness, and then we are looking at fifth position in our face. So when asked about Rich James, he's reiterated that they would help him move on from the red card incidents. Of course, Rich James went to social media to apologize, and he addressed that on social media. And the coach said it's left on them to help Rich James move on and improve, and then to have him back as soon as possible for the next season. So he was asked if he was going to start in Kuku, and it wasn't really clear. But what I got from that is that Onkuku played longer. He played 70 minutes in the last game. They didn't want him to play that much. He wasn't according to the medical guys, he wasn't supposed. They didn't plan to have him play that long. It was because of Mudrik's concussion that made him come in earlier and had to make him play longer. So indirectly, the coach wouldn't want Nkuku to play too much minutes for this coming match. So if it's going to happen like that, it means he should be on the bench and come in later. And if you don't need to play him, you don't play him. So most likely Nkuku might not start, but he'll be on the bench. And we can recall he got the winning goal for us in the last game. So he said they don't want to risk him, but that shows that he will be part of the team and maybe come from the bench. So he was told in the press conference that um, Chelsea has attained 100 goal in all competition, and they asked him if he thought he had brought what do they call it? If they thought he had brought entertaining football and attacking football back to Chelsea. And I love his response. He said, "I'm not the kind of coach that I want to praise myself. I am not arrogant. I don't like to praise myself. I think it's better for people to judge the result from their own perspective." So I really like that. That's a very good achievement. You see, we're talking about a team that last season and season before last, scoring goals was a problem. Scoring goals was a big deal. Now we're talking about 100 goals in all competition. We're talking about having a single player who has 22 goals in the Premier League, with 10 assists. Even the years we won Champions League, we didn't have one single player that scored 20 goals. The last time was 2015, 15, 16. What's his name? Diego Costa time. So there's a lot of improvement. It's a lot of improvement to highlight in this current Chelsea team. All we need is just to give him a bit more time. And funny enough, I was not really happy with the hiring of Pochettino. I felt I felt we could have done better. But then when I looked at how many people were willing to take that job, there were not much options. A lot of people were not interested in that job. But of course, I think it might sound crazy, but I think I prefer him to Nagelsmann. I felt Nagelsmann is too young. I have some things with very young coaches. When you are too young, sometimes it gets into a lot of them that they are not able to hold their dressing room. Young coaches, they tend to always lose their dressing room because you want people to respect you at all costs. And so I wasn't really about I prefer him because of his age, his experience. He has more experience than Nagelsmann. Forget the fact that Nagelsmann has won more titles, but he did most of it with a team that is already high up there, a team that can win title autopilot. So it's good. Not that I'm rubbishing his work, but haven't been someone who felt, oh, we could have done better than hiring Poch. And then I'm saying we should keep him another season, and hopefully he's going to do better and will trigger his other 1 year, 1 year, his 2 years contract with an option of 1 year extension. So I think we need stability. Stability is that word. Yeah, we need stability. So losing only 3 games from December till now, that is a lot of difference. A lot of difference. So Chelsea is expected to put their best into tomorrow's match, and so that we can look at qualifying to for top 5. So Pochettino, we know, had been under a lot of pressure from the beginning of season, and because of inconsistency in performance. So sorry, yeah. So after the 5-0 loss to Arsenal, there it caused a dramatic turnaround. And I was telling someone recently, I was like, it seems Arsenal is only the one that is always giving our coaches wake up call. I remember in Conte's era, then it was a disastrous loss to Arsenal that gave him a wake up call that made him go back to a back four formation, and the rest was history. And he went ahead to win the league. But I wish we would have lost to Arsenal earlier to give us a wake up call. Maybe at that time we played 2-2 draw with them. If we had lost to them at that time, maybe we would have woken up much earlier and then we'll be comfortably seated in top 4. But it's okay. Yeah, we learn from every situation, and next season we're coming back stronger by God's grace. So Chelsea will be playing in front of the home fans tomorrow, and it's expected to be a full packed stadium. And then Thiago Silva is expected to be his farewell to the fans, to the home fans, and so be prepared for an emotional Stamford Bridge tomorrow. So if you are going to watch the match live, make sure you have some napkins to wipe your face, just in case. And if you are watching from home too, make sure you have your napkin close to you, just in case you can't hold it. So, but for me, yeah, it's gonna be emotional, but not that bad because Thiago is leaving, but he's still with us. His wife and kids, his children are in our academy. His wife and the kids still remains in London, and he has reiterated the fact that he wants to return back to Chelsea in another capacity, and he has completed all these badges. So guy is good to go. He completed his badges in the middle of our turbulent times. He was studying to become a coach, or in the midst, from last season. So I think he completed it since last season. Yeah. So yeah, if he's gonna, we welcome him as part of our backroom staff. So tomorrow we are expected to be without Romeo Lavia. He's still out with thigh injury. Wesley Fofana still out with nail injury. Enzo Fernandez still out with groin. He had an hernia operation and is recovering. Robert Sanchez is still out. Reason for his absence is not really known. So, and then Mihailo Mudryk is out as precautionary measure for concussion. As you all know, any player with concussion has to be away for 7 days for observation. So Mudryk will be fit for preseason as well. But for the others, I can't say for now. Yeah, I'm sure Fernandez too he will have recovered before the preseason. So Milo Modric out too. Rhys James out, suspension for kicking Jao Pedro, and where he got a straight red card in our last match. Against Brighton. So like I said earlier, Nkunku is not expected to play 90 minutes, but he will be available as well. So now we have 6 players out, one for concussion, four for injury, one for red card. So we used to have 14 before. Now we have 6. We got 8 back into the team. So, and among them is Christopher Nkunku. Maybe he will not get a start tomorrow. Then Kani Chukwuemeka is expected to be on the bench too. I'm not sure he's fit to play 90 minutes yet. That would be a perfect replacement for Mudryk. If he plays from the middle, and then Sterling operates from the left. I don't know if Sterling is fit to play 90 minutes, but if he's fit, it will be good to have him back and to play on the left wing. Kani Chukwuemeka might be available as his sub. That is if there is need for that, but I think it would be good to give him some playing time as well. Where you might need to have Noni as a sacrificial lamb. Noni is expected to start on the right. If he starts on the right, and then I don't know, Cole can be in the middle, Sterling on the other side. But if we have to give Chukwuemeka playing time, Noni will have to be sacrificed, and Cole moves to the right to pave way for Kani in the middle. But then we'll get to the predicted line up very soon. So everything is set though, and I'm expecting a very fantastic outing. So if we look at looking at our statistics between Chelsea and Bournemouth, the last 5 matches, I always make comparison with last 5 matches. The data shows that Chelsea in terms of goals scored, Chelsea score average of 2 goals per match, while Bournemouth scores an average of 1.4 per match. So goals conceded, Chelsea concedes 1.7 goals per match, Bournemouth concedes average of 1.8. And then shots off target, Chelsea 4.9, Bournemouth 5.0. And then shots on target, Chelsea 5.6 shots on target in the last 5 matches on an average, while Bournemouth 4.8 shots on target on an average in the last 5 matches. So corner kicks, Chelsea wins 5.3 corners on an average in the last 5 matches, and Bournemouth actually won more, 6.2 corner kicks. So cards, Chelsea concede average of 2.9 cards per match. Bournemouth concedes an average of 2.1 per match. But I think Bournemouth might be conceding more cards than us tomorrow, because I see us attacking more. So head to head, in 2023, I think that was the last time we played Bournemouth. It was a goalless draw when we played away, and then in 2022-23 session, we beat them 3-1 in at away. On their home soil, we beat them 3-1, and in 2022, they lost 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. So then club friendlies 2021, we defeated them 2-1, and then it's I think lately they're a very good team, but lately we have the advantage. Yeah, it was only in 2019 they defeated us 4-0 in their home. And that same season, we beat them 1-0 at home. But when we went away, they beat us 4-0 in 2019. And then when they came back to Stamford Bridge, we beat them 1-0. So we've had a very good run with them lately. So, and then on the table, we are number 6 with 60 points. And then they are number 11th on the table. Not bad, a position for their caliber. And then we know that their top striker is our academic product, Dominic Solanke. Dominic Solanke is a product of Chelsea's academy. Yeah. Yeah, I think I pronounced the name very well. A lot of people call him Solanke. That's the English version. The right pronunciation is Solanke. I even know the meaning of the name, but I won't say it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so Dominic Solanke is doing fantastically well with Bournemouth. He has 19 goals. 19 goals. That's really good. He should be, based on that performance, it should be one striker that teams should be looking to sign. It should be one of those strikers that his name should be on the news in the summer transfer window. Well, I think every top Chelsea team have their strikers. I think I don't know if he can fit into any of the top four, except maybe any of the top four, maybe Aston Villa or Tottenham, or I don't think Chelsea will go for him though. So we and then for the predicted lineup for tomorrow's game, I would say, of course, George Petrovic will be in goal, 4-2-3-1 formation. Malo Gusto on the right, as the right back, and then Trevor Chalobah and Badia Shile might start, and then as centre backs, while Marco Corella will be on the left. So I'm thinking maybe Thiago Silva might not start. Maybe he's going to come from the bench later on and play his farewell game, or he could partner with Trevor. And I don't know, the coach might decide to play him 90 minutes if he can. There's nothing bad in him playing 90 minutes if he can. So it could be Trevor and Silva for a start, but I'm predicting it will be Trevor and Badia Shield, while Thiago, the legend, will come in later on. So that is that for the how do I call it? That is that for the predicted lineup. Sorry, for the center back. So the midfield, uh, Moses Caicedo and Conor Gallagher. Those guys will still partner at the middle of the midfield for sure. Moses Caicedo and Conor Gallagher. And then on the right wing, we'll have Nani Madueke, and at the middle, we'll have Cole Palmer as a number 10, and maybe Raheem Sterling as number 11. Raheem Sterling as number 11, and Nicholas Jackson as the striker. So I'm thinking maybe if Nkoku has to come in, he might replace Nani or whoever. And then Raheem Sterling will play. I don't know if Sterling is fit to play 90 minutes. If Sterling is fit to play 90 minutes, then he could start in place of Nkuku. But sorry, yeah. But I feel Raheem Sterling would start because the coach has said Nkuku played too much minutes than planned in the last game. So and then you have Nicholas Jackson. So on the bench, we'll be having okay. Kanu Chukwuemeka is in training, but I don't know if he's fully fit though. So but then yeah, that is it for prediction of the starting 11. If you have any suggestion or any player you feel might not start or anyone you think should start, you can leave that in the comment section. And if you're watching or you come across the video after the live or you watch live, please help like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. We'll be having when the season is over, we'll be coming up with a lot of transfer news and all that. So we are not going to sleep when the season ends. We'll still be awake monitoring all the news and bringing them to you live. So for tomorrow, like I said, I'm highly optimistic that Chelsea would win. I have the full confidence that Chelsea will win the game. By how many margin? I don't know. Will it be a clean sheet? I don't think so. But the 3 points, we'll get it by God's grace. So yeah. So this is still Chelsea FC Jingles, and now we'll be going into the news section. We've done a match preview. Okay, the news. Okay, before that, let me just congratulate Cole Palmer again for winning Young Player, English Premier League Young Player Award. It's a well-deserved award. Having scored 22 goals, just second behind highest goal scorer Erling Haaland. This guy is quite well decorated with a Premier League title. I think he has the FA Cup medal. He has Champions League, Club World. Okay, he didn't play Club World Cup with them, but he's well decorated, and he won the Young Player Award, which he's well deserved. No young player performed better than him. So, and then he did it with a Chelsea that has gone through a roller coaster season. That's very commendable. Congratulations to you, Cole Palmer. We hope you keep that up and keep winning. So this is so now we move into other news. So according to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea is still interested in Michael Olise, and He said Chelsea are keeping an eye on Michael Olise. Well, do we need a Michael Olise? We don't really need him, but he will be a good addition to the team. And like I said yesterday on Chelsea Perspective live show, I said he would be a luxury signing. He is not a necessity, but he will be, his quality will be a good addition. But then his injury, Olise, if you are coming back to Chelsea, if you are that's home, you are a product of Cobham. But if you are coming back, please deliver yourself from the injury. We have too much of it already. So he has a release clause of about 65 million pounds. So we hope we'll keep an eye on it and see how it goes. But it just says Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano said Chelsea are keeping an eye on him. That's what the news says. Keeping an eye on him for now. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, he's a brilliant youngster. He has to work. Sorry, the release cost is 60 million pounds, not 65. Yeah. So then we also had about Brian Bowman leaving Chelsea after serving for 57 years. So I want to say to you, Brian, thank you for all your service. 57 years. It means you lived your life in Chelsea. And I wish you a happy retirement. I wish you all the good times with your grown-up children and your grandchildren, and just enjoy. I wish you every good things that people deserve in their retirement. So we are grateful for what you did in Chelsea, for all the effort. This man came to Chelsea in 1967, they said. Oh, he has seen it all. Yeah, he has seen it all, you know. And it's so good to know that somebody like that has been around all this while. And they said he was caught in a conversation where he said Jose Mourinho's time was his best time at Stamford Bridge, and that's good to know. So he's a Jose guy. So and then another third item on the news is that Chelsea FC ticket is going up by 5%. I know fans raised an eyebrow when they said the season ticket was going to go up earlier in the season. 5% is a very reasonable increment considering the rate of inflation. So everything has gone up right now. So 5% is good. And 5% is expected to add approximately about $1.20 to what, sorry, £1.20 to what they currently pay. So that's very reasonable from the owners, reasonable from, and it's reasonable for the fans too. So some of you might look at it that $1.20 is nothing, but Chelsea is a team with millions of followers. So imagine a pound 20, £1.20 coming from thousands of people that would want to go and watch the game so live. So it's really good. So it's considerable as well. A good consideration that it didn't go up more than that. And then it's good that since 2013 the price hasn't gone up. So since 2013 till now, that's over 10 years. So the first increment in 11 years, which is really good. So the next item on the news is about according to Florian Plattenberg, Bayern Munich, Thomas Tuchel will depart Bayern Munich at the the end of the season. So they wanted him to stay initially, but I think he gave them his terms, and they could not meet up with his own terms. So he would depart in Bayern Munich at the end of the season. So um, some people are saying Manchester. It was reported that his agents are in talk with Manchester United. So some people are saying, "Oh, we don't want him to go to Manchester United." Yeah, yeah. I also would not have liked it to happen too. But if he's happy to be there, I wish him all the best. You know, but just that the situation in Manchester is very messy now. He moving from Bayern Munich to Manchester, I think it would have been good for him to go to a team that is more a club that is more stabilized. You don't want to move from one mental situation to another one, but he'll be fine. So it was reported that Bayern Munich was turned down by five different managers, so they decided to stick with Thomas Tuchel, but still were not willing to meet his demands. So the situation in Bayern is really, really messy. So, and then the next item on the news is Chelsea, according to Cesar Luis Melo. It was reported that Chelsea has reached an agreement with Palmeiras over the signing of Estavo Williams. Estavo Williams, the agreement is 65 million euro. Chelsea is expected to pay 30 million, 30 million pounds out of the 65 million euro. Chelsea is expected to pay the entire deal is like 55.7 million pounds converted to British pounds. So Chelsea is expected to pay about 30 million pounds upfront, and then the remaining 25.7 million will be on add-ons. So which will be paid later. So that is good to know that there are people who believe that Chelsea can still be able to win tournaments, because you don't do add-ons when you don't believe that someone can still win. So yeah, so the add-ons will be 25.7 million, so we paid over time, but we will be paying a 30 million pounds upfront. So this guy was scouted by Alison Marins. Alison Marins is the Chelsea scout in charge of South American teams. So he worked in collaboration with Joe Shields. Joe Shields was the guy who brought who signed Romeo Lavia and Cole Palmer. So we hope Lavia too can get well and come out good. So they've reported that Chelsea has been heavily involved in that deal, and they've reached an agreement. So Palmeiras will be shipping Estevao Williams to us, a very skillful young guy. So he will be joining us in 2025. We'll be waiting to have him as part of our dressing room in 2025. Yeah. So now Pochettino also, when he was asked about his position, it's good to know that he was saying that it's not enough for us to go celebrate fourth or fifth position and be fifth or sixth position. He said it's not enough for the owners, it's not enough for the players. I think here he mentioned the fan, but that must have been oversight. It's also not enough for the fans, so we know where we are coming from. But then he said they will not be taking pictures to celebrate something. Aston Villa had celebrated their qualification for Champions League. Yeah, it's worth celebrating because they've not been there for so many years, even though they've won it before. Aston Villa are Champions League winners. They won it before, so, and I think they won the UEFA Cup too. But so going back to Champions League now is worth celebrating for them. But in our own case, our coach is saying, no, we'll not be celebrating, we'll not be taking pictures. We'll just come back and work to achieve better. So, yeah, I mentioned this before. Thiago will be playing his last match, according to Fabrizio Romano. So, then from the Telegraph, it was written by Matt Law. Matt Law says Aston Villa are interested in signing Conor Gallagher, with midfielder performing part of the make-way deal for John Duran. It's understood to be a good relationship at board level between the two clubs. So Matt Law is a guy that understands Chelsea very well, very very well. And the funniest thing is, okay, a lot of us initially thought he was a Chelsea fan, and sometimes when he comes up with some news that looks like anti-Chelsea, we'll start to wonder, oh, why is this guy doing like that? Until he came out and said, no, I'm a Villa fan. So Matt Law is an Aston Villa fan, and if he's saying that as an Aston Villa fan, is saying that Aston Villa, and he's an Aston Villa fan, is also a Chelsea expert, you know. So if he's saying that Chelsea and Aston Villa are having a smooth talk over Conor Gallagher, I think I believe him. I believe him very well. And yeah, so do you think we should cash out on Conor Gallagher? If you think so, let's hear your view in the comment section. Yeah, let's hear your view. Even if Conor Gallagher, I think I don't want him to leave though. But if he has to leave, it should not be for cheap. Whoever is paying for him should pay premium. That's what other clubs make us do, and his full profit, or how do they call it? So if you are getting that full profit, make sure you get it correctly. Yeah. So Chelsea versus Bournemouth tomorrow, last match for the season. Season is coming to an end. Have some break, and preseason will start. But as content creators, there will be no break as long as things are happening out there. I know transfer news will be flying. Yeah, I don't really like to do the transfer rumor though, but when I'm sure a news is authentic and that I'm sure that okay, this news has some element of truth there, bring it to your notice. So, but I don't like the rumor when it's just fresh. Like it has to has a bit of substance and quality for me to want to report it. And then the YouTube Shorts section of the channel will be very busy too for updates on transfer. But for now, let's enjoy the match tomorrow. It's the last match of the season. Let's enjoy it. I'm optimistic that we'll get our win, and I hope that we'll not just get a win and remain number 6. I hope we can ascend to number 5, and that would be really really good. So I'm going to see you tomorrow after the match for the match review, and then that will also be the final Premier League review for this season. So see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Thank you, Coachella, for stopping by. I'm sure you got very busy. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone. You have a very lovely day. See you tomorrow. And enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out to you all. Thank you so much.